Hello folks and welcome to Minecraft. Today we're deciding to do a video on the sorting system here. So the basic idea is you have a sorting system and you have a bunch of items in here. So if you look in here, I got my valuables in here, I got redstone stuff in here, different places, and I can just basically organize this however I want to, and then I can go to, I actually don't have an input chest. Anyway, so I can go over to here, one of these things in my base. I can just, chuck these stuff in there like that. And I can just check all the stuff from my inventory into here. And then it will go over here and it will start sorting the items out. And you can see that light there turned on. And now that light's on, there we go. So and you can hear the machine running in the background there. That I just turned the sound up. And it will sort the items into the different places. Like it's going to sort all the nether brick into here, and all the dirts into there. Well, that's pretty full. I don't think it's going to go into there. But, and all the, I think the obsidian goes into here. Yeah, it sorts the obsidian into there, and the redstone stuff into there. And it just sorts it all out for you. You don't have to worry about it. You just dump your inventory into it, and it's all organized for you. And that's the idea. And so we're going to be doing a video or a tutorial on that today. That's the hopes of it anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna really quickly show you guys the back of it before heading off to the other one. Boop. So we got down here. You can see the redstone is there's a bit of redstone here, a bit intimidating, I guess you could say. It seems a bit that way, I guess, but don't worry about that. We'll explain it. And it's not too complicated. Yeah. I think this is one of the more simple item sorting systems out there. And yeah, let's go do that. So now we're here at the where I have a bunch of sorting systems built here. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the concept, you have a chest here, and you have, like that. And so then you have items in there, and you have them organized in a specific fashion. And so if I was to take some torches and some enchanting tables, and then I was to go up here and I was to say put some enchanting tables in here, and maybe some torches in there, and then say I was to stick something like some levers in there. There was no levers in there before, so there's no levers in here. So I have to flip this lever, voila, and we have an item. Okay, so say I have to flick that lever there, you have the item in there, and I would say, flick it again, and then flick that one. Whoops, that one's that way. Then flick it like that. And then flick it like that. Then flick it like that. Anyway, so the lever should end up down here, and everything that can go into here should end up in here. And so we have the torches in there, and the enchanting tables in there, and all the levers are down here. And that's that's the concept of it all. Is because if you have a hopper like this, and it can't, and it has an item that it can't put into here, like a lever. There's no place to put it in here, so it will, on the next thing, it will put it down at the next hopper, next one, and it'll check, and you keep checking what chest they can put it in a chest or not. This is the full version, as big as they can make a single module. You have to basically make another one of these, or have some repeaters or whatever to extend the signals. And you have to have this a block apart, but this is as big as one module can get without having any spaces in between the chests or anything. I'll go over the differences between the two there. So yeah, this design, I think, is fairly flexible on what you want to do with it. You'll start seeing that later in the video. Whoops. So if we were to, yeah, and it doesn't take too long either. It's pretty fast, I think. It's a decent speed. So we're gonna stick a few items into there. And it starts up, and you can see it also has options to add lights there if you want. It doesn't stay on longer than it needs to stay on. Yeah. And for a period of time, it's also silent. When it's starting up and when it's ending up, it's a little louder, but for a period of time, it can be silent. So that's pretty cool. And we have all the 16s now in there, like that. So the simplest version of this, you basically just take the output of there and into there, and what this one does, the difference between this one and this one, the difference between this one and the other one is if I just stick one item in here, see a fire charge, it starts up and then it stops, and the item's right there, and it just stays in there. With this one over here, if I just stick one item in there, the item would go all the way through the system. So if I just stick one item in there, it will start up, and then it keeps going until the item is into the thing, and all these hoppers and droppers are all empty. And also will turn off if, like, say the item will end up in here, for instance. If I just take a daisy in here, to do that, and then once the item goes through, it will end up into this, whoops, and it should end up into here, or probably actually, do I have it? It'll end up in here. So you see, it didn't go on for the full time of the machine, it just went on long enough for it to get to where it needed to be. Excuse me. So this is the in between the two. One item will basically do the same as before, but if you stick 9 items in there, then they will go all the way through the system. So you still have a few items left behind in the system, but it gets the majority of the items where they need to be. I first of all decide where I want the chest to be. So this is going to be the input chest, and then we're going to stick some output chests here. And it has to be an odd number of output chests, otherwise it doesn't work so well. We're just going to do that many for now. Wait a minute. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so now we're going to get some droppers. For those of you who also didn't know, you could do this with droppers. And so then we're going to go up another 2, another 1. Okay. So this one points into there. This hopper needs to be pointing away from there. Just like that. This design is pretty modular as well, so. And then the bottom row, I'm looking over here. It needs to be on the hopper side, so like this, like that. Repeater, torch, just like there. Like that. They probably want. Wait a minute. I knew I was missing something. We need to have a hopper here and a dropper. Oops. We have a hopper there and a dropper right there. Now we can have it like that. There we go. That should look similar to over here. Yep, and if we want to, we can make it so it pulls items out faster. So we can have it like that. The other thing is you can set it up so that all the redstones fit in with this design pretty easily, and it's no big deal. So yeah, and then we're going to need the thing over here. I'm going to switch my colors around here. So let's get some green. Let's leave this part's green because it's the necessary part. And then we're going to want to have a comparator. Like that. Voila. And there's a piece of redstone. I think I had a repeater here. Oh. Repeater there. Then into a block. torch. Now we're getting into the orange part of it. And then that torch power. Okay. So then that torch powers something like this, where we have a repeater here on 4 ticks. That goes into the thing there, with that there, and a torch. This needs to be 1 block lower. There we go. Okay, so there you have that bit there. Basically repeat this bit just like that up to there. It's important to have this extra block up here, otherwise it doesn't work, and it also needs to be an odd number of chests. You can probably get to work with an even number, but you have to basically you need the same number of hoppers and droppers. Oops. Around the redstone, just like that, and a repeater there. So there's this, we use this redstone elevator thingy, a bobber, like this, and this will just allow the redstone signal to travel upwards. You can actually put this anywhere, and on this design back here, you can see that I have it here. Wherever you want it underneath this torch. So if we were to have this here, we're probably going to want to replace this with a full block. Just like that. Yeah. And this hopper here is pointing the wrong way, by the way, in case you're wondering. This hopper would be pointing into the next dropper, like that, and then you'd have the droppers going up the same way. And you repeat that pattern over and over again. So this, just as is, should work now. If we're to fill this up with items, we're going to leave the bottom one empty, because that's where we want the extra items to go. So we're just going to fill this up real quickly like this. You would have, if in your system, you're probably going to have some items, other items like pistons and whatnot. Then we're going to chuck the daisies in there. Daisies, some white glass. Probably not that much white glass. A few daisies, some items that aren't in the system. What else did we have? Did we have droppers? We probably did have droppers. Sorry. And probably some pistons too. So now I had those items there. We're just gonna that start up. Oh yeah, it's going now. So now it's flashing in here, and all the items should end up in the correct places. So now we just wait for a minute, check that there's nothing that should end up in here. That's empty now, so let's check this dropper here. Whoa! That's filling up with items, and it's leaving, the items are leaving there pretty quickly. Yeah, so then you just let that run, and the items should be in the correct places. Let's check it. Whoops, let's check in here. Got those items there, got the droppers and the pistons there, got the glasses ending up there. We got nothing in there yet. That's 16 of those. Did we put any of those in there? I don't know. So anyway, you can prove it's working now. So then what you would do is you'd repeat this over and over again. You'd stack this up, and I'm gonna have a smack that, and then smack that. Then we're gonna hit, whoops, no, that. There we go, just like that. So now, this is very repetitive, and what did I do? I messed something up. Apparently, I'm missing some pieces. Oh well. We'll just check those in there like that. And then I assume that that's not really super necessary, but we're just gonna. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. Yeah. So Adam should end up in here. We're gonna break this. Yeah. Okay, so there, same as before. Now we're going to add the next part. which is also pretty repetitive stuff we've already done. Doesn't really get more complicated than that. Chuck down one of those, chuck down some wool. We're going to want a repeater here, then a piece of redstone there, and a green wool there. And that just kind of keeps repeating itself. So now I'm going to have the second tier of the design there, where it now will detect the items in this part here as they go through, and it will sort those out. So if we were to check some items in here, like say some torches, we already got items here, yeah. And so that one's empty. We're going to quickly fill this one up. Cactus. So you can see that if we chuck in some torches like this, then we go through 6 torches. Whoops, we're going to need a few. Yeah, so those items should all end up here, at the end of the system, or well, actually, there'll be some torches backed up in here a little bit, but that's all right. If you want that, and I'm gonna quickly stick some. What else do we have? So here we're gonna stick some cactus in there, like that. 9 cactus, actually. That's a bit more than 9. We're going to stick the cactus in there. That should all end up in here, and it should not cause it to activate longer than it needs to be for it to run smoothly. And then we're going to show you the yellow part here, the yellow thing, which is basically just a pulse extender. So if we were to grab that, just like that, and we're going to need to do, well, we're going to use some yellow wool here first. So I believe that if I quickly check this here. Okay, I know what's going on now. So we need a block there, redstone there, that goes there, 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 and I believe we just need 4 of them. Yep, just 4, okay. Another thing I like about this design is it's not so compact you can't walk through it. Then you can basically just repeat this going on down like there. And so now what happens if we stick one item in there? Yeah, if we stick one item in there, say a torch, then that will go through without any problems at all. And so yeah, that's this design here. It's pretty flexible. You can also make this higher if you wanted to. There's a limit to how high you can have it. To basically just the length of the redstone. But you can add a couple more chests. Basically, you just break these 2 here. Extend the chests up by another 2, so it stays even. I mean odd. It must always be odd. It's just to how it's powered, I believe. Make sure those are sticking in the correct way, just like that. Except for the droppers are going to be pain, so we're going to bap, nope. Boop, 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 boop. We're going to really quickly throw down some blocks there so we can check the hoppers back. Just like that. And there we go. Then you just repeat this up again. Just like this. Voila. Pretty easy stuff. Very repetitive. And yeah, it's the simplest design I think is even out there at all, anywhere that I've ever seen that works well. It's simple enough that I would not be surprised if someone else had come up with it before me. But I have not seen it anywhere else. Yeah, and so you just extend it like that, and this should work again just fine, just like before. So we have to put items in here now. But after that, that should work all the same. Yeah. So very flexible design. It can't do a wall of chests, really, but any design with a wall of chests is really complicated anyways. So yeah. One more thing before we go. If you want an output chest to be like, so it's symmetrical, what you can do is you can get you want this one to be a normal chest, not a trap chest. And you can do this here, and then what you want to do is you want to take this hopper, feed it across there, something like this, and then put yourself a dropper here, or maybe droppers here. Anyway, but so basically you just hook up a tiny bit of the redstone, just like that. Oh, probably like this, actually. Just like that. Yeah, there we go. So you shook up the redstone up and then turn it over whatever you want to. And that should probably work, I think. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. My other chest. Oh, okay. You are right about that. Well, in that case, I'm going to quickly add another piece of redstone thing here. Just like that, and we're going to check the item in there. And there you have the item in there. And it will run a little longer than it needs to, but it's a second or two longer, so it's no big deal. Yeah, so that's how this is built. The redstone behind it. If you wanted to build one that's super long, so you see this little red thing down here? If you had a super long one, because if we have this back where we have it over here. So we have this in the same place over here, and we try to start this one up. Then you can see the redstone signal only reaches to like up here at the top. It only reaches to there. Reaches to there, down there, and like that. But it only reaches to there. So we need to put it in the middle so that way it can reach all the way across. And so we just do this. Add ourselves a torch. Get rid of this one. So you technically could probably leave that one, but I like to get rid of it. And then that way this will power all of the redstone. So basically no matter what size it is, you just need to make sure that it powers all of the redstone. If you have a 7 block high one, it's going to shrink the length by about 2 or 3 or 2. Just stick them right in front of these blocks here. And you're done. You're done. Probably going to want your floor level to be somewhere around here so that way you can reach all the chests. And we're done. We're done. We're calling that good there. So yeah, if this was helpful, leave a like in the video. On the video. We have, yeah, there's other designs out there. I'll link to some of those other designs. A bit of this redstone here, like this blue thing back here. Yeah, because the other, like, I've seen other designs, and the wall of chest thing, it is really awesome and all, but it makes it super complicated. And then having the chests laid out like Tango has them laid out, it also makes it super complicated. Yeah, there was another one out there that I was going to link to, but I forgot who made it at the moment. But
if we find that, we'll put it in the description.
We'll put those videos in the description. And yeah, I like this one because it's super simple, really repetitive, and very flexible for what you need to do with your sorting system. Yay!